Hi, my name is Kevin Busony. I am a friend of Kareem, a friend of Chris. We just started this event here. It's called Generosity and Prosperity, How to Be Successful During Times of Hardship. In other words, like how to utilize what you have to gain what you need. In particular, we're talking about money because, hey, everybody needs money. Everybody wants to be successful, and what it means to be successful, even without money, even without giving of money, without using charity, without using anything that was, even if it isn't spiritual. We're not going to be talking about, how to get saved or religion or how to, be good or bad or whatever. What we're going to be focusing on is the important things to us that can increase our lives to make them more enjoyable, more successful, and how to be prosperous and generous in that. My credentials are, I'm a churchgoer from Word of Life Ministries in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. I am very avid in attending my church, both in like extracurricular events. You have things in the outside the church that we're doing. The Bible calls me to preach the gospel inside and outside the church, and to be good examples of that, in that perspective. But for me, I can definitely see that, I'm working right now. I'm employed at J Corks. I'm a chef. I don't always, consider myself to be making the most money, but I definitely, with what I have, I'm very successful, both in managing my money and saving money, and using my knowledge of the Bible to be successful in that. Now, if you guys want to open up your Bible or you just want to read along, I'm going to be opening up to the main points today. Luke 6:38 reads, "Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, and will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use it will be measured back to you." Now, whenever you think about that, just forget about money, forget about where you are in your life, because it's more about being content with what you have. But if you choose to give, whether it be your time, your money, or your entire self, just giving of yourself to people, loving one another, or maybe you're married and you're not just giving the 50% of what you have, you're giving all of it to her or to him, or to, even if you're single, that's cool too. I was single in my life. I was single before I got married for 30 years. And I'm 30 now. So, and it's important to remember that, that there's ways to give and refocus your life sometimes, because we're not all perfect here. Everyone struggles with something. Everyone in particular struggles with finances. I can think of a time in my life where I didn't have money. I was working, and then I got fired. I didn't have money, so my only choice was to play the trump card and join the military. That didn't even work either. And there was a period of time, even longer than that, we're talking years, 2 years, that I just didn't have money. And I wasn't homeless, but I had a home. I was unhappy, but I learned how to be content with what I have, how to be successful, and how to be content with what I have in that. So
Awesome.
I like that. That's awesome. Because the whole purpose of being an entrepreneur is I'm content with who I am, what I am now. And by being grateful for every day, every moment I have to spend with you guys, to spend with Kevin, to allow Kevin to be on the show, to get people with us from all different parts of the world, different, states in the United States. This is what really makes not only the Power Hour, but great friendships and just like what Luke says, the content has to be within here. So I'm going to open this kind of up and get some of these guys' opinions about what we're talking about.
I'm going to go here. I think that for myself, knowing that I've wanted some things for so long to be manifested in my life where I didn't have to get up every day and work the same job, where I'm able to put my skills and expertise to use and get paid for it is very important, because I know that when we started the Entrepreneur Power Hour, I didn't really have a huge vision for it. I mean, I did, but I thought, it's going to take so long to get subscriptions, and it is taking a long time. It takes a very long time to build a significant YouTube following. But what I found works really well is consistency, congruency, integrity, honesty, production value, offering value to people, providing an entertaining, fun, safe environment. And a mastermind is absolutely vital to anybody who has a long-term vision, because Napoleon Hill talks about the importance of having a mastermind. And that's what the Entrepreneur Power Hour is. It is a mastermind of like-minded individuals with different perspectives, different experiences, and different ideas coming together and sharing their ideas and brainstorming, sharing what works, sharing what doesn't work, sharing the struggles they've had, sharing the triumphs they've had, and putting everybody's skills to use at the same time into one single vision. And for us, it's been so much fun and so inspiring, because that's why we keep doing this, because we're getting people on here that have the vision that we have and that believe in us. We've got so many people now that ask us every week, when are we doing the Power Hour? What's the topic about? Or, can I talk about my business? Or can I talk about this? And another course that Kareem and I have been involved with is Pay Me What I'm Worth by Soul Dancer, and he's the creator of the course. And we went through that for a year and a half together, and what it taught me was the essence of balance. It taught me the essence of tolerance, compassion, love. It taught me to be grateful for what I already have. It taught me to just explore things rather than analyze. It taught me how to really appreciate the journey that I'm on towards my success rather than concentrating so much on the destination. It taught me to just slow my mind down and just look at what's in front of me now, because I already am successful. Kareem and I are already successful because, as Earl Nightingale has said and continues to say, success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal. So I know that the more people we can help with what we're doing, the more people we can get on the show that have never spoken before about, like Kevin, who, he's never had a chance to really probably talk about what he's passionate about in such a wide audience like this to so many people. And that's exactly what we want to do. We want to give people that voice and that place where they can just come on and say what they have to say and be taken seriously. Because I think in a world like the one we're living in now, with the internet, there's so much adversity out there against entrepreneurs because of all the crappy scams and Ponzi schemes out there, that Kareem and I decided, you know what, we're gonna be the ones that change that perspective. We're gonna be the ones that deliver the reality, the truth, and the integrity of real entrepreneurs and real people who are documenting their story from zero to their first $1 million. And that brings me to a guest we had on, Mr. Calvin Wayman, who is in a similar situation. He's documenting his journey to his first $1 million, and he was a great guest we had on here. And we interviewed him on our Blog Talk Radio show, and he's now speaking all over the world. His book is titled Fish Out of Water. I don't really remember the rest of the title, but that's fine. So yeah, I mean, it's just a combination of useful ideas in one place, useful skills, teaching people what they need to know about what it means to own their life and own their destiny. That's really what being an entrepreneur is all about. So I'm going to toss the ball to Doug or Fran or somebody else that would like to talk. Go ahead.
I'll jump out because I find it interesting meeting Kevin this way, because I've known Kareem and Chris now for a while and been on a lot of their Entrepreneur Power Hours, and love what they're doing, and I love being a part of it. But I also like what you were sharing, Kevin, that you have a lot of the same things that I'm deal with, because I'm very active in my church, very involved. And outside of it as well as in it, and part of my goal is with my business is to ultimately be able to do more mission work outside and do more extensive stuff, but not on a long-term basis per se of 2 or 3 years, but maybe 6 months as a stretch where I can be back, build my business, work my business, but then have it with me wherever I go and work on it, but still focus on some of the things I have near and dear and passionate on my heart, with missions and helping kids in other areas understand that no matter where they're at or what their circumstances is, that there's people out there that care and love and want to see them reach their full potential. So, but having gone through some of my own crises lately, Chris and Kareem both know what I'm going through right now.
Yes, sir.
Having lost my job in July and now kind of trying to get back on my feet. It's been a struggle and trying to keep myself focused and motivated and moving. So I appreciate what you might be sharing with us tonight.